So here's a video for exit ticket 5-8, but I want to add a little extra to it to make sure that you understand. The whole point of this is to show three different parts to show fractions. So right here, let me see, cursor. I'm not getting any luck with the cursor. Okay. So here's a picture of a shape that has 3, 4, 5 parts to it. So you're going to assume that all the parts are the same size. And then 3 out of the 5 are shaded. Okay. So the first number bond is going to have the 5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And each of them is 1/5. And if you add all these fifths together, then you get the whole shape. That makes sense? And then the other number bond is only going to have 2 parts. The first part is going to be the fraction that is shaded. So 1, 2, 3 out of 5, 3/5. And then the other part is the part that's not shaded. So that's 1, 2 out of 5. So you got a picture. You've got one number bond, and then you have another number bond. So here's another example. You got a different kind of shape. It's more or less a rectangle. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 parts to it. And 3 parts are shaded. Okay? So the 1 is the whole, just like the 1 is the whole. And each of the parts are 1 out of 4. So you have 4 fourths, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, and 1/4. That makes perfect sense, right? And then you're going to see this number bond. And what am I missing over here? I'm missing the 1. So you would write in a 1 over here because 1 is the whole. 3 out of 4 parts, 3/4, are shaded. 1, 2, 3 out of 4. And then 1/4, 1 part out of 4 is not shaded. Okay? Now, this, and I'm going to stay right on it because while I'm explaining this, you should be drawing this picture exactly the way it is, and hopefully with a marker so that it's nice and dark. So you're going to draw a shape, a rectangle, exactly the way it is right here. Okay? And then you're going to draw a number bond with 2 parts because one part is going to be the fraction that's shaded. The other part is going to be the fraction that's not shaded. And if you put those two together, you're going to get, and I won't say it. And then the next number bond is going to have a bunch of parts. And you need to figure out how many parts there are in this shape and what fraction each of those parts are. Okay, so I'm going to leave it right here for a minute for you to draw exactly what I've got going over there. Okay, then the next part of this, you're going to draw this exactly the way it is. So you can stop the video right where it's at, and you can draw this exactly the way it is. And you're going to fill in the missing parts. So 2/7 is going to be shaded, and the rest of it, you need to figure out what fraction is not going to be shaded. And then you're going to do the shading and the dividing, doing the parts in this rectangle or square to color it in. And then over here, you're going to draw the number bond that has all the parts. So by looking at this fraction, you can figure out how many parts there are and what fraction each of those parts are. Okay? So looking back, just a little quickie, you can stop the video here and copy this exactly the way it is and fill in the fractions where they belong. And you can stop the video right here also. Make sure you draw the picture exactly. So you need 2 pieces of paper to do this, right? when you're finished, you can take a picture of this, whether it's being in front of the camera, the video camera, or have somebody in your family who has a phone, takes a picture, can text it to me, email it to me. It doesn't matter, but you need to get those 2 pages, those 2 pictures to me, and then you'll be all set. Okay? Little different, but I think you can do the math. Good luck.